Hi, my name is Thor Nemoto. I'm founder and director of HIPHOP, Health Intervention Project for Underserved Populations at Public Health Institute. I'm also a director of IWAY Project that has been providing direct mental health care services and youth empowerment activities in collaboration with Asian Health Services. I think IWAY Project has made a significant positive impact on improving mental health awareness in Asian communities, as well as improving health and well-being for project participants. I'd like to say my deep appreciation for a number of collaborators, such as community advisory board members, student interns, and most of all, our project staff. We will continue our project activities through newly funded SAMHSA project to address trauma-informed care and prevention in Asian communities at national level. We'd like to continue to collaborate with you for a newly funded project. Thanks again. Bye.
Hello! IWAY was a very special project for me. I was involved in the project from day one to the last day, and I was able to see how much the team and IWAY has grown. I was lucky to be able to work with dedicated team members who are motivated and full of energy and ideas. Although IWAY ends this September after 5 years of operation, I'm very much looking forward to expand IWAY to the next level and opening a new chapter to support AAPI communities with our awesome team. Big thank you to the IWAY team, interns, volunteers, local high schools, collaborators, and participants to make the IWAY super successful. Thank you all.
Hi, I'm Sabrina Silico, Project Coordinator for HIPHOP and Advisor to the IWAY Project. Wow, I can't believe we're nearing the IWAY Project ending. I am particularly proud of all the project's success, achievements, community connection, and serving the Asian children and young adults of different communities in the East Bay on mental health and overall quality of life. I myself learned much more that the rates of various mental health diagnoses differ between generations regardless of ethnicity. As a Filipino woman, I know that culturally we have different mental health approach that affects our culture, that affects our communities. Lastly, I would like to thank you all, our supporters, project members, volunteers, interns, and our project team, past and present, of course, on your tireless work and dedication to make this project a success. I have to add that we are now internationally famous. I know that. You all did an excellent work and job well done. Lastly, to Dr. Thor Nemoto, we thank you for giving us this great opportunity. Before I bid farewell, good luck to all of you. Take care of yourselves. Stay healthy, and whatever happens in the future, we just have to keep going, okay? We just have to keep moving forward and also be a mentor to the younger generations to come, what we've learned from IWAY Project. Bye for now.
Hello, my name is Ellen. I go by she, her pronouns, and I'm one of the health educators at IWAY. I joined the IWAY team this past September which means I've been working fully remotely since the start of my time here. But even through the screen, the IWAY team and community have been such a welcoming and safe space for me to be myself and reflect on my own mental health journey as well. I loved working closely with our interns, Crystal and Cindy, to create a safe community spaces for youth in the Bay Area and implement their many creative ideas like hosting their own mental health podcast and virtual art showcase on gather.town. I've also had the pleasure of working with our amazing volunteers on the Contagious News team and Community Advisory Board. IWAY has connected me with such a strong and passionate community in the Alameda County made of youth, community-based organizations, leaders, school staff, parents, children, so many people who have shown up because they value the importance of mental health and normalizing it in the AAPI community. Being part of IWAY has taught me so many important things about being a leader, a mentor, a good listener, about mental health, emotional wellness, my Asian American identity. And although I regret not being able to experience IWAY in person, I'm very grateful that I've been able to be a part of IWAY during its last year, and I hope that the conversations and positive impacts that IWAY has sparked will continue to grow in the community.
Hi, my name is Sandy, my pronouns are she, her, hers, and I'm the Research Associate and Health Educator here at IWAY. I can't believe the project is coming to an end. I've been part of the team for the past 2 years and have seen IWAY's impact grown so much. It's been an amazing experience for me to be part of a team that had developed the IWAY project that we know today. It's been so wonderful working with and getting to know all my coworkers and who are so dedicated and passionate about serving the Asian community. I've learned so much from them. Mental health and emotional well-being are not well addressed in Asian community, and I'm so glad that a program like IWAY exists to support Asian youth. It's so great to see so many youth come through our program and take what they learned about mental health and pass that along, that knowledge, those resources to their family, friends, and peers. I hope IWAY was able to improve someone's mental health and well-being, whether it may be a small or big impact. It's heartwarming to know that our project made a positive impact in someone's life.
Hi everyone, my name is Angerchung, she, her as my pronouns. My role is a clinical manager/supervisor over IWAY Counseling from Asian Health Services Specialty Mental Health Division. I'm managing IWAY Counseling for 2 years. Through the lens of my counselors, I had grown to love our AAPI youth further. We found the patterns in their struggles related to their cultural identity, expectation from immigrant families, trauma passing down from generation, and parent-child communication barriers. I could see their genuine struggles in these contexts, and when entering preteen and teenage stage, they look for a space that they could explore on their own. Their needs are very sincere and natural, someone to show understanding, a safe space to wrestle with the concept in growing process of being more independent, definition of boundary, gender, cultural, and general self-identity, body image, peer relationship. The process could be confusing and messy, and IWAY Counseling provides a space for them to express and explore. The beauty about IWAY Counseling is that the referral is usually coming from the school cost meeting. IWAY youth could enter in the service with their own consent. Bravery goes to the IWAY youth who choose to enter into the one-on-one counseling service. A lot of them do not have counseling experience before and find it comfortable as our counselors share the similar cultural and linguistic understanding. Long story short, our AAPI youth is our future. It is a piece of important work to support them at their developmental stage. Flip it to the other side of the coin. It is equally important to bring the works back to the parents so the gap with the AAPI youth could be bridged with better understanding of their struggles and success.
Hi, my name is Emily. I go by she, hers, and I am the IWAY Wellness Program Facilitator. I've had the opportunity to run many sessions over the course of many semesters, and it's been an incredible experience. I've always believed that it's so important, especially for youth, to invest in themselves more, to be more self-compassionate, and to recognize their stress and know that it's okay, and actually highly encourage that they take time for themselves. The most memorable moments for me have been when I talk to IWAY youth or I receive messages from them about how IWAY has helped them see self-care as something super important, how it's helped them make healthier choices, that they value sleep more, and just overall feel more empowered and in control of their mind and body. And being able to be even a small part of making that change in someone's life brings me incredible joy. This last year there was definitely some challenges due to the pandemic, and as with everyone else in the world, we had to move everything online, but we somehow made it work. And I was able to meet even more program participants than ever before, and I have learned a lot from being part of IWAY, and it's helped me strengthen my commitment to promoting wellness. It's been an absolute pleasure, and thank you so much for having me.
Hello everyone, my name is Gladys and I go by she, her, hers pronouns. I am your IWAY counselor and I absolutely love and appreciate the experience I got to have counseling with IWAY youth so far. I came into this program wanting to advocate for their success and perseverance, and it's amazing to see how much these youth have grown throughout the sessions. I'm especially proud to see how well they have learned and utilized the skill sets on their own, and I'm just very grateful and happy to make such meaningful connections with them while providing a safe and empowering space for our amazing youth to grow in life and explore the mental health world.
Hello everyone, my name is Jova. I use he, him pronouns, and I am a mental health counselor for Asian Health Services, Specialty Mental Health. Although my time with IWAY has been quite short, I have made appearances in IWAY's groups and have also done one-on-one counseling services. It has been an honor and privilege to serve the youths that have attended IWAY, and I thank you all for the opportunity you have given me.
Hi everyone, my name is Denise. I go by she, her pronouns. I was one of the IWAY project coordinators. I currently work at Asian Health Services. One of my main roles for this project was to help advocate for our services within the community. That meant going school to school, going to other community organizations, bothering everyone on Instagram, saying how much youth need mental health services and how important it is, especially Asian youth. Oftentimes, I feel like our youth are overlooked and forgotten, or like, oh, Asian youth don't have issues. But that's not the case. We're human. We all have needs. So it was so cool to be a part of a project that helped address that, and to be able to create this space for youth to come, particularly Asian youth again, to come and get to know themselves and equip them with resources to be able to better handle life's issues. One thing that I saw was so cool within the last 5 years was be able to see a young person come through our program and feel empowered, to feel like they have a handle on their stress and their anxiety, and to be able to tackle really difficult things. And another thing that was so cool is seeing youth address the stigma of mental health. I remember youth being so shy about talking about their health status, but now they're so bold in advocating for mental health and really addressing taboo topics. So it was, again, so blessed to be a part of a project that helps address that, as well as one last thing that I thought was really cool was having youth prioritize self-care. I think oftentimes we think self-care is selfish, but it's not. We can't help others until we help ourselves, until we're in the right place, in the right mind frame to be able to do that. So again, it was so cool to see our youth growing and thriving within our project.
Hello, my name is Aya Hashimoto Tonsing, and I use she and her pronoun. I was a research associate and health educator for the IWAY project. IWAY had given me a lot of things. It gave me a chance to work with amazing team members as well as the youth who participated in the programs. It gave me a chance to go to conferences and speak with the fellow mental and public health workers about the issues that we face in our communities and learn from them. But most importantly, it gave me a chance to witness the amazing dedication and achievements and leadership of the youth who participated in the programs such as counseling, internship, community advisory board, and talent show. I'm very grateful that I got to be part of the IWAY. I'm very grateful that Dr. Nemoto and Mariko-san trusted us to create a program that can center around the voices of the youth. Even though IWAY is wrapping up, I certainly hope what we've learned from IWAY can be used to create a program in the future that can benefit the youth. I know through IWAY, I now think deeper of my own Asian identity. And this means a lot to me. And IWAY will always have a very special place in my heart. And thank you so much for letting me be part of it. Hope you have a good day and take care. Bye.
Hi, I'm Caroline. My pronouns are she, her, and I was the health educator for IWAY for 3 years. I joined the team during its second year, and we started reaching out to community-based organizations, which ended up being kind of a slow start in getting youth into our program. It wasn't until we started partnering with school principals and community liaisons around Oakland did we start having more youth in our program. At these schools, sites staff would refer youth to IWAY, and we would offer counseling on site during school hours. This was the most accessible option for youth since they couldn't make time out of their busy schedules after school since they had jobs or extracurriculars, and it was really inconvenient for them to go to Asian Health Services in Oakland Chinatown. One of the schools we worked with, Oakland International, which is a high school of all newcomers and ESL students, our counselor Linda Bowie offered counseling in Vietnamese. Born and raised in Oakland, she grew up in the same neighborhoods as these youth and was able to connect with them by sharing her story, which allowed building of trust between youth as they could relate with them. Our other counselors, Jacqueline and Laura, also offered counseling in Vietnamese and worked at other schools in Oakland and in Hayward. Their sessions were focused on bridging the generational and cultural gap between their parents and having youth understand the traumas their parents experienced and how that resulted in their parents' behaviors. They also helped youth understand cycles of abuse, identifying toxic and unhealthy relationships, and among other things. When doing exit interviews with these youth, they all said that it was incredibly eye-opening. Having this awareness allowed them to have a better understanding of their situation and their mental health. The youth shared with me how comfortable they felt with our counselors and how they didn't feel judged and could finally share about what they've been going through. Not only did we offer counseling at schools, we also gave stress and mental health presentations to middle school students and to high school students. We held these workshops with staff at Asian Health Services, and to make them engaging, we started a dialogue with these students about the stigma around mental health, why it's so hard to talk about, why it's important for you to be in tune with yourself, and how to support others who may be going through a hard time. From these workshops, many students shared their personal thoughts and feelings around mental health, and a lot of them said that this was their first time ever talking about this topic and really appreciated the workshop. The first year we had our IWAY Summer Youth Program, we had a big turnout from youth across Alameda County. From this summer program, we invited youth who expressed interest in getting involved to join our community advisory board, and before that, it was all adults in our cab. When we gave youth leadership roles, this became a big turning point for IWAY. By giving them opportunity to share their thoughts, they directed us in how to expand our outreach to reach the greater Asian youth population. With this first cohort of youth cab members, we planned an Asian youth talent show. It was a wildly successful event, 5 times bigger than the previous year where it was just me and the other health educator, Sachi, organizing. From this talent show, we had over 10 performances, over 100 attendees. We included a mental health panel, and youth shared about their experiences, and the audience members shared about how they could relate with the panelists. This was an incredibly successful event that led to an increase of youth in our programs, and we held this talent show again the following year with a new cohort of CAB members who also put on an equally successful event. Another way we incorporated youth leadership into IWAY was creating the Community Engagement Internship. We started this internship the summer of our second year. Aya, the other health educator, and I supervised 2 youth interns who worked on a photo campaign sharing Asian American experiences about mental health. This internship continued for another 2 years with different interns each year. Other interns hosted support groups called Boba Tea Talk to create a safe space for youth to discuss topics that impact their mental health. Our interns were all very passionate about mental health, and so we wanted to give them ownership over projects that allowed them to challenge the stigma in their communities. I could see how impactful IWAY was for these youth, especially for those who participated in multiple opportunities we offered, and so we would continue to create new opportunities for them to stay involved. Once youth were involved with the behind the scenes of IWAY, these youth would then receive IWAY services of counseling and or joining our youth program. I could tell that IWAY had a lasting impact on these youth since they wanted to stay involved. For example, our first cohort of Youth Cab members, after graduating from high school, they reached out to me with a project idea, and Sandy and I gave them access to the IWAY Instagram, and they organized their teams and recruited youth volunteers for the Contagious News team, which delivered COVID news updates and mental health resources on our Instagram. IWAY has been an amazing program for the Asian community. Every adult we worked with at schools and CVOs all said the same thing of wishing that they had this program when they were growing up. Knowing how access to culturally specific mental health services for youth is so essential, yet has been so absent in our community, it is so important that more programs like IWAY continue to exist. Thank you.